So, once again, I'm Ken Kinter, and this is day 30 of my journey through leukemia. I can't believe it's only been a month, not even. It would technically be sometime tomorrow afternoon. Um, it is amazing how much has happened in a month's time. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe I've been home for, I guess, going on 2.5, 3 weeks now. It's been a really crazy, crazy, crazy journey. So anyway, the status report is I'm feeling well. Some slight fevers creeping in, but nothing high. Still dealing with the textbook, low blood pressure and high heart rate that apparently comes with the territory. I gas really easily. I go up a flight of stairs and I'm winded. Went to the boardwalk and I walked. I don't think I could walk half mile. So I feel okay. I just can't push it. And of course, I'm still neutropenic, which means I can't be around people. I still have barely an immune system, although all those numbers have been getting better. I'm between rounds 1 and round 2 of chemo. Chemo, I believe, begins next week. So I'm recovering, and some of the recovering is dealing with the side effects of chemo. Some of it, I guess, is just regaining the essential components of my blood. And then they're going to line me up and hit me again. We had some changes in the schedule. I was supposed to go back in tomorrow, but they've scheduled my port for Thursday, which means they're scheduling everything for Thursday. So Thursday is going to be a very big day. So the nice part is I get another day off, which is good. I tweaked my knee. I think muscle cramps comes with this territory too. I made a quick move and my muscles were clearly not ready for it. And I spent all of today basically trying to rest that off. In fact, I was a total bum today, and I'm actually very happy about that. Once I found out I had the extra day before going back to the hospital, all my momentum went away. Like all my desire to do anything went away. And you know what? I'm actually okay with that. If you got the time, again, I could wake up feeling like crap tomorrow and really struggle and not get any of this done, and that wouldn't have worked. But I think the greater good today was a day of rest. And that's what I did. All I did was, again, I'm uploading the earlier episodes of this. I put 1 through 5 up yesterday, and I put 6 through 10 up today. And it was very sobering to see how sick I was, see my own face. And, if you've gone from the beginning, and I definitely encourage you to start from 1 and go forward. But I just went through 6 to 10, and 5 through 10 are hard to watch. They were hard for me to watch. And especially 8, 9, and 10, I didn't realize how out of it I was due to the chemo. I really thought I was lucid and I was okay, but I was word finding, I was slurring. And who knows, I might look at this in a couple of weeks and say, oh my God, you were terrible. Look at what was going on. But I feel alert and focused and okay now. But then again, I did there too. And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm not home. I'm really just not home. So I'm going to continue to put those episodes up. I'll probably put up another 5 tomorrow. And I have some grading to finish, put that off. And that was another nice thing. Things are coming off the table now. The prayer shawl video that I very much wanted to get to, First Presbyterian and Freehold, I got there. I'm now focused on getting the grading done, and then my commitments to school are done. And I can put more energy into just recovering and being well, because Thursday is going to be a big day. And I don't know, but I think the following week is going to be round 2 of chemo, which means a hospital every day. Go Monday for pre-admission testing, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for chemo. And who knows how I'll feel during that time. I don't know if that's going to be worse. If round 2 is going to be worse than the first, I don't know. Stands to reason that it would be, and I think I've heard that somewhere, but that's don't put any stock in that. Um, got some really nice calls today. A kudo board from my coworkers, which I've never seen one of those before. That was really cool. If you don't know what that is, it's like this big, it's like a digital poster board where everybody puts notes on it. So I got all sorts of stuff from my coworkers and stuff. That was really cool. You know, some of whom are just hearing about what's going on with me now. So that was really nice. And I also had a conversation with a friend of mine, colleague of mine, who has been through cancer and been through radiation and been through chemo. And when I spoke to him, I spoke to him right after I was diagnosed. I think I called everybody I knew who was a cancer survivor and said, help. I just joined your ranks and I don't know anything. And pretty much everything he told me was right on. I mean, everything he told me happened or came true. And he led with everybody's cancer journey is different, which is absolutely right on. But he talked about the marathon, not a sprint. And he talked about, you know, just keeping yourself okay and, you know, not getting pulled this way or that way. A lot of the things I've actually said in earlier episodes of this came right through him. Being angry at people if they notice that you're sick or that there's something going on with you. Everything he said. So I wanted to reach out to him and thank him personally. A text or email just didn't seem to cut it. And we had a really nice conversation. You know, I talked to my dad today, talked to a couple of friends today. Lots of support coming in, people asking, you know, what they can do to help. Got some platelet donations going on, which is very sweet. So, I mean, I guess today was the slow day. It was predicted. Felt okay, but literally just took it really easy, just trying to get my leg back. I have enough trouble walking. I don't need to be on one leg at the hospital. And of course, if I don't look like I'm walking steady, they're going to slap me in a wheelchair and wheel me everywhere. So I'm trying to avoid that, but the leg's coming back nicely. So we should be okay with that. So tomorrow's going to be another day off. So tomorrow might not be terribly exciting. And if there's nothing new to update, I may just lump it in with the next one. I'm really enjoying sleeping in the same room with my wife. I may have explained this before. There's two different sets of rules. There's chemo rules and non-chemo rules. Chemo rules are no contact. I sleep in the guest bedroom, keep a distance from my wife, you know, no direct contact with her. I mean, we even mask in here, just probably overdoing it, but whatever. And I can't touch anything in here. I'm like total care at that point. You know, I have my own bathroom and that whole thing. And that goes until 2 days after the chemo's over, 2 days after I've excreted all of the chemo out of my system and we can be in close contact again. So there's something to be said for just sleeping in your own bed. And I think one thing that's really nice about that, and I'll end with this, is that we get to talk. When I came home and I had all this chemo going on, you know, I mentioned in one of the earlier videos that you have these moments that come and they come at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. And those are the cry moments. And those are the why me moments. And those are the why do bad things happen to good people? And why, you know, this is when all the why questions come up. And is it always going to be like this? Blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. And when you are on quarantine, when I came home, I still had chemo in my system. So I sleep downstairs. So those talks didn't really happen. And at a certain point, I asked my wife, I said, you know, are you having cry moments upstairs? And she said, yes. And I said, I'm having them downstairs. So then we would arrange to talk before going to bed. It's better to cry with the person you love than alone, even if what's going on with that other person is the reason you're crying. I hope that makes sense. So we started talking here because I just thought that was much better that we talk it out here than go to bed and end up having a married couple, one crying upstairs, one crying downstairs. It's like we're separated, but we're not. medically separated. And now, 2 days off chemo, can sleep upstairs. Those conversations can happen at night in bed if we're just awake. If both of us are awake, can't sleep, which each of us always knows when the other one is like that, we can have those conversations. So that's a really helpful piece, because my wife, PJ, her role in this and her view in this and her attitude about this is different than mine for two reasons. One, we're different people, and two, we're in different roles. I'm the one with the thing, and she's the one taking care of everything. If it were reversed, it would still be different, because she would have her view about the illness and all of this stuff, and I would be the one taking care of everything, and I would probably be infinitely more stressed than her. She's doing a great job with this, but it is very stressful. She goes right from thing to thing to thing. And I know, because I'm sitting here watching, feeling like a burden. So, so that's a big piece. That's a big piece. And the chemo puts a barrier in there, but that barrier can be overcome by just talking and just, having it out. And when I was talking to my friend, he gave me a lot of additional insight about how this doesn't really end. You get in remission. This is way down the road. When you get in remission, it isn't really over. Your view of time has changed. Your view of your life has changed. He's very conscious of how many summers do I have. Once you get a brushback pitch, pardon the metaphor, but once you get a brushback pitch like this, I don't see how you think about your mortality or your longevity the same way ever again. We're all I'll stay with baseball. We're all on a pitch clock, but none of us know. But when you have something like this and you can feel that last pitch, is imminent. Even if it isn't, it just feels like it is. You don't forget it, nor should you. So I know it's already changed my focus, how I view things. It's changed his focus, now he views things. And he even described what sounded like PTSD symptoms, where you have flashbacks. You wake up and you're in the hospital, or you're having this procedure, and I could totally see how that would happen. I have not ruled out the idea of getting my own help, joining a support group or working with a therapist, with expertise in this area. Look, I'm a therapist, so if I don't go get help, I've always said, never trust a Toyota salesman who doesn't drive a Toyota, and don't trust a therapist who's never been in therapy or who doesn't feel like they need to be in therapy. So that's kind of where that is. So a good day, a lazy day. I have things to do tomorrow, but not a lot. But I want to get them done, because as things come off the desk, my life becomes simpler. That kind of puts my mind at ease. The trick is to just not put something else in its place. So that's what's going on with that. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I hope you have a good night, or whenever you're watching this. And I'll be checking in with you again tomorrow. Take care.